Welcome to Wednesday, the 24th of November, 2021. Thanks for listening and tuning into the Day Weather Podcast, brought to you by Chugwater Chili. Holiday discounts continue through the rest of November. This week, get 20% off of all Chugwater Chili products. All discounts will be applied at checkout. So go to chugwaterchili.com. You've probably been wondering, are we going to get some chilly weather? Well, we are. It's coming, not right away, but certainly today is a good chilly day as it is going to be colder. Temperatures are definitely going to be a lot colder today across the whole region, but at the same time, we do not have any major systems Friday through Sunday and into early next week. We'll have some mountain snow showers and some snow showers on the plains in a few areas today. Just a weak system that'll come in Friday night that'll produce a few snow showers up in the mountains again. Otherwise, unseasonably mild weather is going to last deep into next week. So there's going to be an extended period of time from today probably through next Thursday where there's just really nothing other than a couple of minor quick moving systems. Otherwise, mild, dry, and occasionally windy weather is going to continue for a little bit longer. We're still looking at that pattern change on or near right after or close to that December 3rd time frame. Now, the computer modeling is going to have a really difficult time. What we're looking at with the weather pattern changing in December is the analog way of forecasting long-range weather trends. Well, the analog trends, which we've been talking about, which indicated that there should be a change to colder weather. Well, the computer models are now catching up with the analog ideas, but they're going to have a really difficult time with this change in the weather. So what I'm giving you is a warning that weather forecasts could be all over the board as we get into the middle to the end of next week. So be really careful when you pick up your phone, when you get online, and you look at that 10 to 15 day forecast. Do not look too much into it because there's going to be a lot of back and forth. This is what snow looks like. This is Casper from YDOT here along I-25 in Casper this morning. About an inch of snow there. Yes, we are getting some snow in some areas. So if you forgot what it looked like, here it is. Satellite photos show that the trough that's coming through right now is not terribly wet, is it? There's really a disorganized cluster of cloudiness and showers with this front. There's just not a lot with it. And high pressure here in California is building back in behind it. So yeah, it'll be a blustery, windy day today, but tomorrow for Thanksgiving Day and into Friday and the weekend is looking pretty good weather-wise. Now, this is what the trough looks like today. We have this ridge building along the west coast. Here's the trough moving through quickly. We've got this storm in New England and this big high building up towards the Greenland area. This Greenland block continues to continue its formation. As we go forward, this is today. This is by Friday night. You see this little ripple right here? There's just this little indentation in the flow. This is a little wave coming off the Pacific, so there's going to be some snow showers up in the high country regions right there where I've circled it overnight Friday and the Saturday morning, but probably nothing on the plains as the west to east flow is going to continue to keep mild Pacific air in here. P for Pacific, the Arctic air getting blocked. This is like a dam. This is like a wall, keeping that Arctic air at bay here, at least here for a little bit longer. So windy and mild conditions will prevail. And this is all the way into Monday. Notice this is Friday night. This is Monday night. There's really almost no real change in the pattern. It's about the same. So day in and day out, you're just not going to see much of a change. There is another little wave in. So Monday night into Tuesday morning, another round of snow showers will fall in the northern and central Rockies, mainly up high, nothing down low. But as we go beyond the middle to the end of next week, this is what it looks like by next Friday afternoon. We see high pressure building in the eastern Pacific. The Greenland block continues to go. And then notice that there is a much more further southern extent now of those brighter colors all across Canada. I mean, coast to coast here, Canada is really going to get really, really cold. So you can see that from the Pacific coast to the Atlantic coast, Arctic air has expanded and is growing by the end of next week, and it's slowly, not quickly, but slowly going to want to push more south into the lower 48 states, and that's right around next Friday and next weekend. So that's when the change is still going on. The devil will be in the details on how exactly this will evolve, but it's certainly there. Wanted to show you the forecasted temperature pattern for Fairbanks, Alaska. This is for Sunday, starts Sunday, and it goes through Monday night into Tuesday of next week. This is the temperature, that we call this a mediogram. This is the temperature in Fahrenheit in Fairbanks through that whole period. Notice it stays below zero completely through that whole time period, and we're starting to get near minus 30 below zero. I'm showing you these temperatures up in Fairbanks because that's going to be the source region for the cold air pushing into Canada late next week and the United States thereafter. So the cold air's there. We just got to break the dam and get it to head south. But it's going to be another week, maybe 9 days before that dam breaks. In the meantime, we're going to be windy. We're going to be mild. We're going to continue to be more often than not dry. This is the temperature anomaly by next Friday afternoon. And you can see by then, colder air here in the blue is starting to leak through the Pacific Northwest and the Northern Rockies. See the purple and the green and the blue up here? This is really where the really cold air relative to average is going to be. And so that's why the opportunity for that colder air to ooze south is going to start to be there. And this is by Sunday. The deeper Arctic air gets pushed further south. It may happen rather slowly. Cold air sometimes is like molasses. It can be kind of gooey, thick. That air is really dense. So it could move in, but move in slowly. And in a north-south extent, you're going to feel the cold first, the real cold first, probably up in this area here. Then this area of cold slowly will migrate south as we get into that first full week of December and beyond. Have yourself a great Wednesday. Have a very happy Thanksgiving. I will post a podcast update on the Day Weather YouTube page. So go to the Day Weather YouTube channel or the Day Weather podcast page for tomorrow's updated video. Have yourself a great Thanksgiving.